What is up, guys? Welcome back. It's Garrett Pops from Third Gen Aquatics.
Good to see everybody.
It's been a little bit.
It has been. We've been very busy
Yeah.
lately, and last week we were at my house,
Yep.
and we had a bunch of stuff going on over there. And then the week before, we didn't have one over here, I don't believe, because we had other things going on too, and just
It's been busy.
It's been busy. Yeah, it's definitely been busy. But we're gonna try and catch up with everybody, and give an update of where we are with things. And
yeah. So I think actually talking about that, you just recently put a video up of lots of change in your fish room.
yeah, little revamp of the fish room, and the context behind that was I was running a bunch of different smaller tanks and things for more so grow out tanks.
Right.
And I mean, obviously, you have to have that because some of them just aren't big enough to be able to go in with the big boys, and the aggression levels and things are different. So I was doing a lot with that and running like different, filters and extra filters and heaters and things too. A bunch of different things I was running.
Yeah.
So it's kind of trying to cut a little bit down on cost because things were starting to get, again, kind of towards the end of summer. It's been several months of really high, like electric bills and things too, and water bills and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, maybe we could try and revamp the room a little bit, put some of the things that have grown out into the tanks that they were going to go into anyway.
Right.
Move a couple things around. I did take I think it was 4 tanks offline. And I added the cube tank.
Yep.
To further grow out the peacock babies that I got from you.
Yep.
And a 20-gallon tank underneath that to continue growing the Tropheus. Yep. Thank you. I stumble on that one all the time. So I have a singular Tropheus that was Garrett's, and it just kind of didn't get along with any of the other things, and so I've been kind of growing it out. It'll end up going in with the other African cichlids as well, but
and with that, the reason why I didn't have anything to keep with it at the time, like he was smaller when I had him, but I feared he would have been a bully just because that's what I've read about them, and that's what I know that they can be.
No, he turned out to be a bully.
Yeah, pretty aggressive and
he's a jerk.
A-hole-ish, yeah. So I kind of gave that issue to him.
Yeah.
I'm watching my peacocks go at it. But yeah, so that's definitely awesome that got some new things set up, and
yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, I took some other things offline. I moved the axolotl tank up. If you saw in the video, the plan was the video I had it out was the tank was empty, and I finished pulling all the substrate out, and I did move the axolotl tank up to that position, which has been pretty joyous, I think, for the situation we have with them, because now they're like right there.
Right.
Like we sit in the computer chairs at the desk, like turn right around.
There they are.
And they're right there. And they're a little more personable, and they're a little more interactive with things that are going on because they're eye level now. And I moved the chiller around and I reconfigured, and I'm actually running a canister filter on that tank now, where I was running a hang-on back before, a small hang-on back. And I was having issues with the hang-on backs. I didn't really like the way that was operating. But with axolotls, you can't have a lot of flow either. So I did have a small canister filter that I've had forever.
Yeah.
And it was well seated and it was set up, and I started running. I used the canister filter pump to not only clean the tank, but then after the cleaning, it goes through the chiller and then pumps back up into the tank. So it's better for the chiller. It's better for the tank. The canister filter is doing its thing. So
it was a bit better of a.
It was a much better setup for it. Yeah. It flows a little bit better for it. It's staying cleaner longer. The axolotl seem to be doing really well with it. But that was one of the like major changes with
Right.
everything was the 240 gallons. The one of them's eliminated and just taken offline, and I have it stored in a different part of the basement for whatever we have coming around next. And
Oh, we have plenty of hints for that.
there's stuff coming around. Yeah, well, there'll always be. It's like owning a home; you're just never quite done.
No.
So yeah, so that was the major changes that happened and the reasons why. Um, yeah, the plants. It was great to have the plants to be able to move into the other tanks too. The live plants, they did so well
Mm-hmm.
and grew so nicely. So I split them up and put them in different things. And my Endler tank is doing well. Those guys are. I'm getting babies from them,
Yeah.
and I'm excited about that because
Yeah.
such a nano situation. I think they're in a 10-gallon tank, but it's they're so small it doesn't really matter for them.
Yeah.
And I got plants and things and stuff in there too, and that's doing really well. But all the tanks that were on the floor is like overflow or quarantine tanks and
Mm.
things. I was able to get rid of all those, and I may have taken more than 4 offline. Now that I
You're
think
thinking
about it,
about it?
yeah. But yeah, just kind of focusing a little bit more on streamlining the situation a little bit better. Obviously you're still going to have things running in the room and water usage and all that stuff,
Yeah.
but hopefully it's not as bad as it's been.
Right.
And we've seen some changes since doing that stuff, so it seems to be working.
That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Yep.
So, I guess snapping into the little bit of change here that I've had. Um, Nicaraguans have been moved. As you guys know, they were in the 20-gallon tanks. The Dubai is actually in that tank now, if you guys have seen. So they're doing well up in that tank. That's a very good sight to see, I guess. I was worried about just how many of them were in there in the 20-gallon tank since they are starting to grow. And I want to try and make sure they're in the best size tank as possible for them to help them grow as well as possible. But aside from that, let's see. Viejas are doing well. Firemouth is in there. Yeah, I think that's about it from from what I posted the other day, which you guys have hopefully seen that by now. If you
Yeah.
guys are sticking in and staying tuned, like a lot of you guys are, so thank you so much for that. But yeah,
Yeah, they
it's
did. They definitely outgrew that 20 long
yeah,
that they were in. They needed more space. And the 55's, a good volume for that type of fish
right,
because they'll never get quite big enough that they can't get turned front to back with that, 12-inch
right.
front to back. So they're not like, you know,
Going to be crammed.
right. It's not like an Oscar or something that's trying to turn around in a 55-gallon tank or,
Yeah,
God forbid, an arowana
I
or
was getting
something,
ready to say, dude, the tightest
which
getting
I've
ready.
heard, that's how he started in a
Yeah,
55, which that's crazy to me. But yeah, no, it seems like it's a good space for them. Once they all start putting on a little bit more size, not only the Nicaraguans, but
mm-hmm.
the rest of the stocking in there as well,
They're gonna
they'll
get
have to
moved
be
around as well.
diluted again and moved to another situation, which, there's, again, plans in the works. So
Yep,
things are constantly,
plenty. Well, I wouldn't say plenty of space, but a good amount of space left. So
yeah, what we calling this? The fish
the
alley or
fish alley, I
fish
think.
alley going
Yeah,
through here.
yeah,
So you have, for context, for everybody, there's a section to our right,
yeah.
and it's a cubby that kind of goes in and loops around, and then you have this alley area that goes down through, and
Yep.
then another section on the other side. It's I think
This
I think bigger
bigger,
than
yeah.
this
A
section
little bit
here,
bigger, yeah.
down where the 150-gallon is,
Yep.
and so that opens up into a bigger area on that side, and that was primarily because of the air handling system and the furnace and everything was here smack dab in the middle of the room, and it's a beastly old
Yeah, it's
thing
it's a
too,
big
so it's
thing,
taking up a
man.
lot of space. We were able to frame in and around that to
Yeah,
really kind of section off and make the area what it's going to be.
yeah. Really make it feel like a room,
Yeah,
which is cool.
and I started getting some of the paneling and stuff into. The electric was done, the paneling is done, the water plumbing stuff was all done.
Yep.
Working with some of the flooring.
Yep.
instabilities, but it's all concrete floor, so we're solid, good to go there.
Yeah, and actually, kind of still touching on the 55 gallon where Pops is sitting right now. Before too long, we're gonna slap another set of tanks in there.
Mm-hmm.
Those being the 55 from upstairs and the 29, but the 29 gallon is going to get moved to the stand over here where the other 29-gallon tank is, and
Yep.
I'm going to bring in one of the 55s, and Pops and I will get that set up all down here, and I'm excited for that. I think that'll be
Yeah.
cool to have
Yeah, that
them down
stand's
here.
really nice, and that was kind of that it was made to be able to double stack 255 gallons,
Yeah.
and it's so much more streamlined with the 80/20 than like the wood is.
Mm-hmm.
But the wood's cheap and easy and quick, like to throw together,
Yep.
and
It works.
it works.
Yeah.
And the 80/20 is expensive, so that's always you got to kind of limit what expenses you have going out.
Yep.
And we haven't had any issues with any of the wood stuff, so it's not really been a problem.
Yeah.
But the Dovi tank was your 10 gallon that you had him
Yep.
in, and on top of the 29 gallon. So that stand was built to be a double
29.
29 gallon stand, so double stack 29 gallons for that. So we'll
Yeah.
hopefully get the other 29 back down here. It'll
Yep.
be in its location. The 255s will be here in their
Mm-hmm.
location.
Mm-hmm.
We can get this pole out of here.
Yep. And yeah, I think the plan is for the other 55 is I might honestly just kind of pull the Nicaraguans out of the tank that they're in and put them in the other 55 specifically by themselves. I just kind of have to keep an eye and see how the fish are behaving upstairs. Or the other option I was thinking about was taking some of my show, in my opinion, my show off, if you will, peacock fry that we've had and been growing them out for a while now, and
Mm.
kind of putting them in there, letting them do their thing, kind of just less chaos and more room for them, if you will. So that's kind
Yeah,
of
I
what
like
I'm.
that idea.
Yeah,
Kind of helping to give them a little bit more space and area that they need to be because they're still growing too.
right.
They're growing slower than I thought they would. But
Yeah, they don't. It's the only thing that I'm not the biggest fan of with peacocks. I think is they are pretty slow growers from fry, but I also had a lot of these fry when they were tiny, tiny. So it feels like forever, but in reality, it's probably not all that long that they've been born.
yeah, I don't know. It seems long.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
It
feels
does. It kind of seems long,
it
but
feels like all about 8 months. I've had a lot of them now, and
yeah, it seems like the Nicaraguans are doing decent in the tank that they're in. Again,
yeah,
so, that some of them will have to be
separated out.
moved or and they're stocking in there as well. But
Which, like I previously mentioned, Pops is going to be getting some of them too. So I think
yep,
that'll be super cool. I'm excited for that to see what
yeah,
you end up doing with them. I think that'll be super neat. But yeah, guys. So sorry again for kind of the pause and content there, if you will. Like we said, life has been busy, but you guys understand. So thank you
yeah,
guys.
gets wild.
Yeah, definitely does. But again, thank you guys very, very much. And we always truly greatly appreciate the likes, the comments, new subscriptions. If you have subscribed lately, thank you for subscribing. If you
Yep.
haven't, you definitely should. If you haven't liked the video yet, I think you definitely should. And if you want any of my peacock fry, let me know.
Yeah.
But I think that's. Oh yeah, because I got a bunch more in.
Yeah, it looks like you got another one holding there
Yeah,
too.
there's another two of them in there that are holding. That's why I'm trying to
Oh my.
figure it out how I want to move everything around for more
Yeah, you
fry.
almost have to have like stages of the grow
That's
out tanks,
what
and
I'm gonna have to
the
do.
next batch goes in here, and the next batch goes in here.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, because I could see
Yeah.
the one there's holding.
And that's kind of what my thought was with having the smaller 29 for the smaller peacocks, the
Mm-hmm.
bigger ones that I kind of want to,
Yeah. Oh, side note, I forgot to tell you. Uh,
Side note.
Travis,
Travis.
Turbo Travis,
Turbo Travis.
had reached out to me the other day, and he's getting his tank back up and running.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah, he sent me a
awesome.
picture of it. It looks sick. I was so happy for him. I was like, dude, that's awesome. I'm
Hell
so
yeah.
happy to hear that you're getting it going again because it was a really cool setup. Now, he did get this like waterproofing epoxy, and I think he got two different colors too. I think one's like a darker gray, and then one's a black.
Yeah.
And so he was basically going through and resealing everything.
Okay.
All the internal stuff was DIY, like branches and things and everything. Kind of there's like a waterproof like pond like foam sealant kind of stuff that you can use. And so that was all used internally to like make the rock structure and all the wood pieces and the
Oh,
everything
okay.
that
So
was
like
in it.
yeah, I
It was a
see.
DIY like 3D background, but it like really went
Yeah,
out into the like it was he had created caves in it
that's
and all
awesome.
kinds of crazy stuff.
That's awesome.
And he said it was starting to, it was after so many years, it was like, I don't know, 10, 12 years, whatever it was. He said it was starting to deteriorate, and it was basically making the water a little more like toxic. And so he was having issues with some of the fish and things, and lost some. And so he wasn't sure what he was going to do with it, but I was really, really glad to get that message from him that he was getting that kicked back on again, and he was putting the work into getting it going.
Oh yeah.
I loved it. It was great.
Oh yeah.
Cool little fish room, like in behind, like a storage room and stuff in behind everything. And it was like right above his bar area.
That's
You
awesome,
really
dude.
like it. I haven't gotten you over there yet, but
Yeah.
if we go pick up that epoxy stuff, because he reached out to tell me that he had some left over,
Mhm.
and he was like, hey, if you know anybody that could use this. So I had plans to do like a plywood tank slash sump system above my 500 gallon, but I didn't know that I would have enough pond shield to do
Mhm.
the interior.
Mhm.
But if I picked up those, cans from him,
You'd be
that would
good.
be enough to do, the waterproof epoxy on the inside. I could probably do that one like I had originally intended
Mhm.
on doing. So maybe that'll be the next course of things. But if we do end up running over,
Yeah. We'll
we'll check it out.
definitely
You'll actually
go.
get to see that, and maybe we'll do a little video for everybody so you guys can see it too.
That'd be cool.
It probably won't be up and running at the time, um,
He's getting it
but
going.
again, just to know that he's like back
Yeah.
at it and getting involved, I love that.
Yeah, that's
Good
cool.
on you, Travis.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. That is very awesome. And again, thank you so much for the fish that we got from you.
Yeah, I've been watching the rope fish going like
Yeah,
the whole time,
he's a goof, dude.
constantly moving around over there. It's sweet,
And
like a little dragon.
it's weird too because I feel like ever since I put the red devil, I have a small red devil, not Pudge, a small red devil in that
Yeah,
tank, and ever
fudge.
since they've been together, they're doing really well. Like he's out yeah, there he goes.
Yeah,
Give you a little kiss there.
yeah, I heard it.
But
But
alrighty
yeah, he's been
guys.
out and going. That's been great.
Yeah, it's awesome. And the Bisher that I have in there too, my smaller Bisher, I believe it was Bard Bisher. Don't quote me on that, I'll double check. But he's doing really well now in there as well. And they get along pretty well, which is great to see.
Yeah.
So, but alrighty,
Yep.
guys. Thank you for catching up. It's Garrett and Pops from Third Gen Aquatics. We'll see you on the flip.
See you guys.
See ya.
My eyes feel like